Welcome back to The Little Prince. Picking back up at chapter 16, we continue on the planet of the journey of planets, and we discover here that the let me turn down the rain, I guess, just a little bit. The seventh planet was therefore Earth. The king is not the Earth is not an ordinary planet. There are 111 kings. Remember, of course, the Black Kings, 7,000 geographers, 900,000 businessmen, 7.5 million drunks, 311 million vainglorious men. That is to say, about 2 billion grown-ups. To give you an idea of the dimensions of Earth, I will tell you that before the invention of electricity, they had to maintain across 6 continents a real army of 462,511 lamplighters. Seen from a little distance, it has a splendid effect. There are movements of this army are well ordered, as those of an opera ballet. First was the turn of the lamplighters in New Zealand and Australia. Then after their lamps were lit, they went to sleep, and it was the turn of the lamplighters in China and Siberia to enter the dance. Then they also waved back behind the scenes. Then it was the turn of the lamplighters in Russia and India, and then it was those for Africa and Europe. Then those in South America, then those in North. And they never made mistakes in order to enter the scene. It was awesome. Alone, the lamplighter of the unique lamp of the North Pole and his colleagues with the unique lamp of the South Pole lived in idleness and indolence. They worked twice a year. Man, that was a really short chapter. That was a lot shorter than I thought it would be, for sure. Anyways, man, we're already on chapter 17. And that's like not even 2 minutes in. Alright, so, chapter 17. We want to be witty. Sometimes we lie a little. I was not very honest with the lamplighters. I might give a false idea of our planet to those who do not know it. Men occupy very little space on Earth. If 2 billion people who inhabit the Earth each stood up a little light, as for a meeting, they would easily accommodate in public square of 20 miles long and 20 miles wide. We could cram humanity into the smallest island in the Pacific. The grown-ups, of course, would not believe you. They think they hold a lot of space. They see themselves as important as the Bobabs. You will advise them to do the calculation. They love the figures. It would please them, but do not waste your time on this boring task. It's useless, trust me. Man, I kind of enjoy how all of this is just kind of being brought together now. It's actually kind of, like, really pleasing. The little prince, once on Earth, was very surprised to see nobody. He was afraid to be on the wrong planet when a moon-color ring stirred in the sand. "Good night," said the little prince, just in case. "Good night," said the snake. "What planet am I fallen?" asked the little prince. "On Earth, in Africa," replied the snake. Ah, see, the snake is tying back to the man who drew open and closed boas. Is there nobody on Earth? This is the desert. There's nobody in the deserts. "The Earth is big," said the snake. The little prince sat alone and looked at the sky. "I wonder," he said, "if the stars are lit so that everyone may one day find their own. Look at my planet, right above us. But it's so far." "It's beautiful," said the snake. "What are you doing here?" "I have troubles with the flowers," said the little prince. "Ah," said the snake, and they were silent. Is that the end of it? Oh, okay. "But where are the men?" finally continued the little prince. "We are alone in the desert. We are also among men," said the snake. The little prince looked at it for a long time. "You're a funny animal," he said. "As thin as a finger, but I am more powerful than the finger of a king," said the snake. The little prince smiled. "You are not very powerful. You do not even have legs. You can't even travel." "I can take you further than a ship," said the little prince. It wrapped itself around the ankle of the little prince as a gold bracelet. Okay. "The one I touch, I send back and forth to the land which he emerged," it said. "But you are pure, and you are coming from a star," said a star. The little prince said nothing. "It's a pity you are so weak on this earth of granite. I can help you someday if you miss your planet too. I can." "Oh, I've understood very well," said the little prince. "But why do you speak in riddles?" "I solved them all," said the snake, and they were silent. Ugh, math is hard. Okay, yeah. 18. Okay. The little prince crossed the desert and met only one flower, a flower with 3 petals, a flower of nothing. "Good morning," said the little prince. "Good morning," said the flower. "Where are all the people?" asked the prince politely. The flower one day saw a caravan passing. "People? There are, I think, 6 or 7. I saw some of them years ago, but I never know where to find them. They move with the wind. They have no roots. It bothers them a lot." "Goodbye," said the little prince. "Goodbye," said the flower. Man, that's the end of another one. Yeah, that's kind of a little disappointing, but you know, 3 chapters is 3 chapters. We can't mess up the rhythm because otherwise we'll hit a mark, and that's where we're at for now. I know this one was a little short, so if it didn't help you too much, you can head back to the others and like listen to them as a group and just kind of go back through the playlist or something. Because if you go through back through the playlist, you'll be able to like conglomerate them all into one smooth auditory thing. Hopefully, I might. I hope I turned off the ads. I might not have, but right now I have no reason to have ads. You know, I have a job. I'm not too worried about stuff. So either way, I hope you have a good night, and I'm sorry for this one being a little bit too short. But if you ever want to talk to me, give me requests for books, literally you can just leave a comment. Nobody's here. Nobody's gonna like. Nobody has mentioned anything. I mean, one person has tried to leave not wonderful messages on some of my other videos, but other than that, that's not, deterring me. I'm not a vainglorious man, or a businessman, or whatever, you know. But yes, I will talk to you in the next one, I guess. Have a nice night.